Hi, my name is Sandeep Sagar. I will be the host of today's webinar on GitHub. Welcoming you all in this session. So let's start. Basically, GitHub provides you the version, like many features are we are having here. We can create a public and a private repository. Like first, let me explain what is public repository. Okay, public repository mainly like if you create a public repository, anyone having the link or the GitHub link can either clone the project or download it, or they can do the some changes. Like you cannot tell that this is a security purpose why to make a public. Maybe you are some blogger or something, you are a person who writes a blog or who is willing to make some project for the public, so they can create a public repository and they can give that public repository link to anyone and they can download and work on that. Okay, you can also give in the public repository, you can also give the permission that the public can read, write, or any permission you want. Okay, and the private repository, basically in IT sector we use the private repository because whatever project is being uploaded there, uh, you need to work in a team only for that private group or private people or private company. So there are private repository made, and also uh, who will access the project, who will download and work on that. For that, the git you are the git like the collaborators are added. Collaborator here means the team member. Like every team member has to create their own git account, maybe official or a personal, and in a project they can add the collaborator that who will access this private repository. So this all is like simple. Also there we can create the branches. Like branch here means uh, master will be the main project, and from the branch you can get all the you can create separate branches and work on separately. And if you merge the branch to the main master, there is also a feature to merge that branches into each other and also to the master. Okay, this is one feature. Also you can make branches with new version. For example, there is some task for version 1.1, so you can make a branch for and work on that version there. You can again make a branch from the sub branch or the main master to create more branches. That's why for this feature is given. Why? Because like the different tasks are made for different branch. Some release, if you open an app, if you're working on an app in a play store, there also release version comes, like version v 101 102. Here also we can make the versions of the git and work on separate projects. Okay, so first we need to make a git account, or the company will provide you the git url of the project, but you should have your own git account so that the company or the person or your friends can add you as a collaborator in private git account. But if it is a public, then also you need a git account to get some details of how what commits are done, what are the active accounts, and these all. Okay, let me create. There are some information, like this is not so much needed, but you can give. You are a student, you are a software engineer, you are a project manager, you like just for your own information you can give. This is not this will be like reflected to anyone, but just like what type of role you have. Okay, so I'm keeping like marketing, UI and student, software engineer, product manager, UI and UX design. we can we can check multiple, but not we can update the multiple in the update. Here you can choose only one, and if you don't want to choose, and you can directly click on the complete setup if you don't want. Okay, so change email, there will be a verification mail, verify. Okay. So when you verify, the first screen will be there to create a repository, to create an organizer. Like if you want to make your own repository, and if you want to become an organizer and work in a team and share the team, you can make it if you are uploading your own project. If not, the company will already create a Git account and give you. So for now I am skipping this. Okay, so here is my Git repository, like git account, import repository, create repository. There are some menus like pull request, issues. Basically the pull request is like whenever you are doing any project and there are like multiple branches, so you want to create a pull request to merge between two branches or to merge into the master. So that is for the pull request. Issues here, when you go to the industry, there are some teams like QA team, every team is there. So basically issues can be basically used for, in some project is there, the QA team can create an issues, or you can tell a ticket, okay, and then developer can resolve that and resolve that issues. So that is one feature. So I'm creating a repository. Repository here means a folder. Okay. For example, in a desktop, like in a Windows world, we take a folder. Okay. So we are creating a repository or a folder where we will keep our project. Okay. So let's create a repository of our own. So the owner of this repository is myself, because I am given this a username I have. So for example, I am giving my repository name as demo. Okay, I can make a private repository and a public repository, because I am giving a session to you all. So I will make a public repository, so that when I share this link to you, you can directly open that and you can see the files which is given in the public. If I make a private, then I will need your Git account username like this, uh, so that I can add that into the private repository. So for now, both are same, just the security reasons are different, but private and public working with it is same. So currently I'm making a public repository. Okay. Also here you can see initialize a README. Every project is a company standard, and it is also good to have a README of that repository. Like if you have multiple repositories or multiple folder, I know we can identify with the name, but keeping it a README will help you to get the detail of the project. You can enter some detail of the project, why it is used for, and these are some important information, some client information. If you have a public repository, so you can give some information, so that if any public gets this URL from the README, he can directly identify what type of project it is. It is a .NET .NET project. It is a any school related projects. It is a Java project. So whatever detail you want, you can give in the README. So let me create a repository. It will take a bit seconds to work on. Okay, so let me create a repository. Yeah, a public repository. So yeah, so if we click on the README, you will get a README file where you can click and give some informations. So I am not bothered about this README. I will give you an example how we create some file, or we upload some files here, so that the team member gets the file from the public repository. Okay, so let me create a file here. Create a new. We can click the create a new file, and for example, if we want to make a text file, we can give test.txt. We can give some informations here, like for example, hi, this is a demo session. Okay, after we are done with all the coding and everything, all the information, at the below you will get a commit new file. So there are two options. One is to commit into the master. So whenever we create a repository, a master branch is created. The first, we can create more branches. As I told, versioning is more important here. So we can create more branches that I will show you how. But let us first make the first file into the master branch. Okay. So for example, if I give a comment, it is better to give a comment. Why? Because when you are developing for months and months, so comment will help you in getting like what type of commit was this, what type of changes was this. Let me do with like test and make a commit new file. Okay. So when I do a commit, the text files appears here. Okay. So now means the text file has been added with my notes. And if I want to share this repository link to all you guys or my team member or my developers, there is an option. If we logged in into the Git, you will see all your repositories at the top beside the overview. Okay, if I go to the repositories, all my repositories will be listed. Okay, so if I click on the one which I want to share, you will get two options here. One is download as zip, so you can download in your desktop and you can configure with your any software like third-party software like Visual Studio, your any software which you are working on, Visual Studio Code or anything, okay, or Dreamweaver. So let me give you the and main is this URL. Okay, you will get a URL. So I am giving this URL to you all, and if you open this URL at your site, you will see this file being shared to you. You can view all the files there. So I'm giving this URL into the chat, and if you can open, if you are on the laptop or a desktop, I gave this URL into the chat, and if you see, you can see this same page in your side also. You can try on this link. You can click on this link and you will see the file which I have created. Okay. So please log in. Please click on this link which I provided into the chat, and you will see the file which I have just shared with you. So till now, any questions anybody can ask, like any issues, or should I give some whatever I gave the introduction of this, how to create a repository and this all. Any questions on this from your side? Any candidates? Okay. Okay. So I am now. Let us. So as I have shared the link, you can see the text file here. Anybody, because it's a public repository, anybody can click on this page. You can click on this text file and do your changes. Okay. So this is a demo session. This is the file text. If I want to do a edit of this file, I will edit it, and I can add some more notes over it, like is sunny day, for example. Okay, so I added some comment here. I added some text here, and I need to commit it again. So let me commit in the master itself. I can give any notes, like whatever you want, which is suitable for your knowledge, like you can give to your own knowledge. Okay, so I do a commit change, and if I do a commit change, this will be committed to the master file. Okay, so now when you refresh your site, the link which I shared, you will get the changes in your side also. So now the next step is to make the versioning. Like for example, there is a project, and we need to give some, or we need to make some modification on that, and we don't want to make it into the master branch. We need a different branch so that our main code remains same, and we do our everything changes in the master in the like sub branch or the different branches, and after verification and every error resolving, then we will merge it to the master, so that the main file does not break. Okay, so for that, again, for example, if I go to the same text file and do the edit of this and do some changes, for example, thank you. Now this time we will choose the next option to create a new branch from this same file, or from the master. We can give this a name. We need to give a name, for example, v1 version 1, and it's a new branch. Okay, we need to propose the file change. So when we do this, you will see a new branch will be created, but the change which I did, okay, before creating new branch, you need to create a pull request. So I did a pull request. Okay, so it will show that this is the pull request made, and you need to merge the pull request. So if you want to merge the pull request to the master branch, then okay. If not, then you can skip this part. So if I go again to the repository, we will see two branches here now. See, master and the version 1. So if we want to work on the version 1, we need to select this branch, and we will see the same file and everything here. Okay, so if I click on this and do an edit, so if I added some text and we do a commit on the current branch, see, the current branch is this one as we have selected. If we do a commit changes, this will be only saved into this branch, but not into the master, because we have not done the merge still. So let us check that if this is the scenario. This is the master selected. If we go to the master, so see, hi, this is a demo session and this is a sunny day. Okay, and also if I change the branch, let us see what is there. If I change the branch, we will see a different text here. Okay, now if I want to, if everything is okay and everything, and see there is one spelling mistake here in the sunny. I did a change in the version 1 branch and did a commit change. Now everything is perfect. We are done with the code. Assume this is a code of any like Visual Studio or any C has code or anything, whatever code you want, like whatever file you have. And now, as we are satisfied that everything is okay, we need to merge into the master, because we have already verified it. So here we will go to the repository. We see here two branches, okay, and also 3 commits. So if I click on the 3 commits, we will see what commits we have done. We can click on this, give the details and everything. But if we want to merge our our version 1 to the master, we will go to the branches, and you will see here this is a master. It is a default branch, and the version 1, when you see 0 and 3 means 0, the left side 0 represents there is no commit done in the master till now after this branch was created, version 1. And in the version 1 we are 3 commit ahead of the master, means we have done some changes into the version 1, and we have done 3 commits which is not merged still. So we will go to the pull request and we will go click here. It will show you want to merge it into the master. So a pop-up will occur to merge into the master. We will go here. Okay, so merge the pull request. So see 1, 2, 3, all my 3 changes must commit merge. Now it will be reflected into the master also. The master file will have the same changes because we merged it, and see we have. So this way we can confirm the versions. We can make the version error free. We can make the codes error free in the development version, and we can merge it to the master branch. Now there is one more scenario which is very common when 2 or more people are working at the same time on the same file. For example, if someone do a changes in the master also, that I want to remove this from the master and do a change. So I committed into the master, and someone maybe in the version 1 added something into the same file or the same project file. For example, uh, test codes, okay, and did a commit change. Now after doing everything, when we do a pull request, there will be a conflict. Why? Because in the master same file was changed, and in the version 1 we did on the same file. So when we go to the 2 branches, now a new option will come here, new pull request. So when we do a new pull request, it will try to merge into the master the changes which we did. So we go to the pull request, create a pull request. See, there is a conflict. Why? Because in the master file someone did the change in the same file, and in the version 1 repository or the branch someone did the change. So we want to resolve this before the merge. So we will click on this resolve, and we will see what changed there. So this was added by this branch, and test code was added by master branch. So whatever we want to keep, we can keep this. So we need to remove this. We want everything, so we remove everything and we make a fresh copy and make it resolved. So make it resolved and commit merge. When we do a commit merge, it will say resolve everything. See, it has been giving you a pull request, and when we confirm the pull request, after this everything is done, we can delete the branch if not needed, and if still more programming will be done on that, then we can keep the branch. So if we go to again the repository of master, we will see all my changes are here, merge with both the branches. Okay, so this is working on the same file. Now there is there was one option to create new file. We can upload new files also. For example, let me upload one file. We can choose anything from here, for example, and let me choose one file for you. Let me choose any file. Okay, and see, I have choose one file. You can choose multiple. We can merge into a new branch. We can merge into the master or commit into the master with some changes added .NET file, for example, and commit change. So now you will see my page has been added, and if you want to see the codes here, you will see the code. This is the code. So this is a .NET C# code, which of my one of the project, and we can do the changes here, and again do some commits. For example, there is some unwanted space. We can remove this space and do a remove space from page and do a commit. So this way we can maintain our version, we can keep our files, and we can share this file to our team member, and at the same time we can merge the changes what has been done by you or your teammates. Okay, so any questions till now, like, or anything which was not understand, which was not clear, so that I can repeat that, or everything is clear up to now? Like anyone, like, can give some suggestions or something, any questions you have? Okay, so like anything you want to know more about this, like any file or anything, because whatever which was being presented for this session, this was up to this. Okay, so if anything I missed, or you want to know about this, or any file changes, commit, clone, anything, like, you can ask the questions so that I can answer you all. Okay, I think Kuntal is writing, typing something.
Okay, so let's wait.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can continue, and once Kuntal question will come, we'll address that question.
Yeah. So as the, yeah, okay. So as the, I have given the link of the public repository. So you can test on this repository. You can, if you make a project, you can do some changes there, or you can register yourself into the Git, and you can make your own public or private repository. If you create a private repository, so then it will be not shared to all. It will not in the public platform. The one who you need to add into the private platform, you will need to add him into the contributors. Okay, so yeah, so Abhishek, like, this is the session, like, this is the overview of how the files and the project can be uploaded, new files can be made, do the changes, commit, clone, and everything. So I am done up to what I was about to show, like up to my knowledge, what I have learned in the industry from the Git, I have shared in the first session. Okay, so I'm waiting for the questions. If some questions are there or something more anybody wants to know, I'm there for now. Or any real life example, if they want some questions to be asked. So everybody is in mute, they can unmute themselves and ask if they need. Okay, sir. Sir, can please explain more about conflicts? Okay, Kuntal had asked one question about the conflict. Okay, so why and when the conflict will occur? This is the main question. If you are working on the same branch, there is less chance of making a conflict. Okay, but if you are working on multiple branches, like you have 4 team members and 4 are working on 4 different branches, and you all 4 are working on the same page. For example, there is a welcome letter in the master, we have a welcome letter.axpx. Okay, so this is a .NET code. So if, for example, uh, I am working on the master branch and I do some changes on this AXPX page, welcome letter.axpx page, and I removed one line from here. For example, I removed one line from this. Okay, and I added in here this one, and I did the commit in the master branch. So up to here it's okay, no problem. But if anyone is working on the same page, either in the same branch or on different branch, so let it be a different branch, and okay, 1 second. So let me change the branch. And okay, here we don't have that page. Okay. Okay, let me do with this page because we that master doesn't have there. Let me do a change on this text file, for example. So if I remove this, if for conflict the same page or the same code should be there in the different branches, and if someone changes the same file at and does a commit, then what will happen? It will be a conflict, means a collide between the two pages that someone has changed into the master and also in some different branch which wants to commit the change into the master. So let me remove this. Let me remove this from the master and do a commit in the text file. Okay. So I did a commit and I have only 3 lines here. Now one of your friend is working on some different branch. Okay. And he is working on the same page. And he adds some lines here. For example, I am Sandeep. He added something and did his commit into his own branch. It is not a master, it is a different branch. And he changed the same file. He added something, removed something, and did a commit. Okay. Now, when he will try to merge his changes to the master, then the conflict will occur because the same page was modified by two different branches. And they need to, and there should only be a one confirm commit or one confirm page. So if we create a pull request so that from the sub branch it is merged to the master, so we create a pull request to the master. When you create a pull request, you will see it will show you a conflict. The conflict page will occur. It can be multiple page, no issue. You need to resolve one by one of that. So you need to click on the resolve conflict if you really want to resolve this. If not, then you can skip. So see, in the master, nothing was added, but it was removed. Okay, this whole line was removed, but in the sub branch, I have added I am Sandeep Sagar. If you want to keep, you can keep this. If not, then I want to keep everything and I want to make it something like more systematic way, remove some spaces from the conflict. For example, like this. Okay. And I want to give like this. So this will be my final page. If I now make a resolve and push to the master, then everything will change and this will be my final. So we want to resolve this. If you want to add something, you can add it. Signature, something like this. I added something. For example, mark as resolved. So it is resolved. So you will see a tick sign here. Commit merge. Yeah. So you will see, you will get a pull request. See. So this branch has no conflict. It will show there is no conflict. Okay. And then you will, sir, can you please explain the pull request? Okay, pull request is basically a request. Nayan is asking about the pull request. So pull request is basically a request made to the master branch to make a commit. And if you create a pull request, it will basically try to merge it or try to upload the changes into the branch which you are making the pull request. Currently, we are making the pull request to the master. You can see here into master from the local branch or the version 1 branch. So when we will make a pull request, so it will fire a you can say alarm or a command that it wants to commit it there. Okay. So if I do a commit merge, then my version 1 code will go to the main branch. Successfully merged and closed. Okay. And if you see the master, you will get the full changes. Yeah, pull request is a no, it's Nayan is asking, is pull request a kind of confirmation updating the master code? Okay, it is not a confirmation. When you commit, then it's a confirmation. Pull request for it is when you are creating a private branch. Okay, when you're creating a private repository, and there some restrictions will be there, and when you work on the industry, so there will be a restriction that you cannot make a direct commit into the master branch. That will be restricted, because none of the company wants a junk code or without tested code should go into the master. In that case, this pull request is very beneficial, that every developer or every team will be given a separate branch, and they will work on that, and after everything is fixed, tested, they will create a pull request to the admin or to the master admin. Okay, and then the master admin or the senior of your team will go through all the codes one by one, and they will approve your pull request. And if they want any changes in the pull request, they will suggest in the same request in the comment box. After doing the changes, we will again commit and request a pull request. Okay, then again he will approve, the master branch will approve, he will go manually test everything, see everything, and then when he approves, then you will get a window on your side that it has been approved, you need to commit. After your approval, then it will be committed to the master branch. So this facility is basically works on some private repositories. Here, because I am the own admin and I am working on my own created branches, so pull request doesn't need any approval. Okay, it directly gets an auto approval and shows us a commit window, and we can commit and merge to it. And after committing, we can delete the branch. For example, your version or some is not needed, so you can go and delete the branch, no issue. For example, like if more branches are there and it has been old and everything, so you can delete that. There is no issue for that. And whatever commit we did, we can check from we did 18 commits during this session. So if we click on these 18 commits, you will see all the commits, everything. And so from here, if I want, what was my third commit? Maybe some codes which I had at third commit was good. We need to retrieve that. So we can click on that and we will get that. Okay. So see here, it is only in the third commit what we did. So yeah. Yeah, Nayan is asking something. Anybody like else can ask. And also, this was a demonstration for you all for what we can do from the Git UI. Okay, there is a Visual Studio Windows, like a Microsoft application, where like we can make the HTML project, we can make .NET project, .NET Core, C has VB projects. So I will show you how we will clone our project there, do some changes, do the commit, do merge, create branch. Same thing in the application side, how we work on the companies or how we deal with the project development. Okay, and meanwhile, this group will be open for you all. You can post your questions, like anybody needs to ask something or any questions remaining, and you can try yourself. You can create, it's a free, you need to create a free, you try yourself. It will be very helpful in your industrial. Everyone will going to a job, everyone will be doing some job in good industries, maybe small, big, large, MNC and everywhere. So more or less this will be there. This Git, maybe Git, Bitbucket, Dropbox, anything will be there. So you need to face this, and projects will be there, you need to. So getting knowledge of this is good before getting into the industrial world. Okay, Kuntal is typing something. You see, Kuntal has a good question. Do MNC use their own version control management system? Yes. If the MNC has their own, if they have developed their own tool, they use their, but features are more or less same. Okay, if you do with the big bucket, if you go with the Git, the features are more or less same. Branch concept, conflicts, clone, anything. So it is not that is born to use Git. Many industry uses Git, and if they have their own, they use their own. And if they have they want to use the big bucket, they use the big bucket, but concept is same. So that will not change, but maybe the interface or maybe the system will change. Okay, hope I answered all the questions. And I will be more happy like if you work on this today Sunday, go through this, create your own Git, share with your friends, work on this, get it more familiar, and try. It is very good tool which is being used in industry level for maintaining your like projects, and work on multiple people can work on this. And try whatever I shared the knowledge. This is what I have learned from my industrial experience. So like, so all the knowledge which I gave, that was which I had gone through the industrial experience, and these all. So hope I have covered most of the part. Maybe there is something which you ask the question, I will go through it and I will give you all the details, maybe on the next call or in the chat also. Okay, no issue. So we will meet on next Saturday with same thing, with the console and command applications, how we will work on the Git. And on next Sunday, we will be there with the Visual Studio real scenario, and with also questions which you will be asked. Okay, and we will be organizing more of like this. This is a Git session, so we will be doing some more. So if you want to learn something, a new thing which is you don't know, some out of the syllabus, out of this what industry uses, if you know some words, give us the suggestions. We will prepare it for you. We will make a small sessions for that, and we will give you the demo on that also, how to use that. Okay, we have some points on us, like we will be doing Git, we will be doing AWS, Amazon S3, CDN, Redis. I have some plans. Every Sunday we will be doing something or less, that will be informed. But if you have something out of the course, out of the this, so suggest us. So yeah, thank you all for the joining, and next time if you want to join your friends from any colleges, any institutions, we are welcoming everyone in the next session. You all are welcome with your friends also, no issue. Okay.
And in the meantime, if you have any problem or any query, like whatever be the steps we guys have shown it to you, if you face any problem, you just post it here so that we'll address those questions in upcoming session.